Hi, welcome back to episode 10 of Reading Is Phenomenal R.I.P. podcast. We're continuing on today because it is episode 10. What a great stride in history to make 10 podcasts. I don't know when I'm going to get a sponsor, hopefully soon. But yeah, we're going to talk about James Comey's A Higher Loyalty again, if you couldn't guess. And we have Sophia on the other side of the couch and me throwing toenails at me. And we're just going to act like that didn't happen. Yeah, that's right, Sophia. I'm going to use this anyway. And so basically, Comey is coming back in 2005, after just all the craziness that happened with the Bush administration and working in the public sector and also having a bunch of kids who needed to be taken care of and also needed college money. Comey left the public sector for the private sector in 2005, and he worked there for nearly a decade until 2013, Comey got a call from President Obama, and he asked him to become FBI director. And that was such a surprise. He left. It's been almost a decade since he's done public service, and also there's just so many other qualified candidates who were already in public service who were also Democrats. Comey was a Republican, Obama was a Democrat. There just seemed to be a lot of other options. And also Comey was worried about his family and the blow it would take on them moving back to D.C. But after Patrice's, his wife's approval, he took the job. And the way that Comey describes Obama in their first meetings, he describes him as focused, intelligent, but also, as a jokester, and also, most importantly, an incredible listener. I can really tell the difference he saw in Obama's leadership versus George Bush's. And Obama was not insecure. This was apparent by just one appointing Comey director because he's a Republican. Obama was showing that he didn't want to play party politics and that he could take the opposing opinions of the Republican Party. He was confident enough in arguing his own point, but also willing to take in consideration other points. And he also showed that he was great at listening. He would use body language. He would ask questions. And the great listening skills and lack of party politics that Obama showed were a huge contrast between him and Bush, who Comey kind of does demonstrate as insecure, which was incredibly apparent through his narrowed view and his stuck ways. And Obama had thoughtful discussions with Comey in his first few days of being director, establishing the idea that, yes, the FBI and the Obama administration would probably collide at one point, and Obama and Comey could not really be friends, but they could respect one another. And Obama knew that Comey's job was to serve justice. And by establishing this idea, Comey went on to reinvent the FBI, really. And he didn't want it to be the power-hungry, political career-ending institution the FBI was under former director and one of the most, prominent directors, J. Edgar Hoover, who also the chapter is named after, but an institution that placed equal importance among all of its employees, who worked together and created some of the and who would also create some of the best leaders in the nation. And this is really what allowed Comey, Obama's secureness, and allowing Comey to do what he had to do to become the best FBI director that he could do, allowed Comey to make some great strides, especially in law enforcement and enforcing equality, and also just in the next chapter, also delving into the idea that a lot of these institutions are just systematically racist, and especially in the towards the black community. And so, yeah, we'll get into that next podcast, numero 11. Thank you for listening, and I hope you will join us again. Awesome.